All right, and the third big reliever signing, another postseason pitcher we saw down the stretch, Rafael Montero. He is signed a 3-year, $35.5 million deal with the Astros. The third elite reliever to fall off the board, reports Jeff Passan of Espen on Instagram. Is this the one Passan did on Instagram?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's trying to be top boy on Instagram. Relax, Jeff.
Yeah.
Hedging his bets with Twitter.
So there you go. Another reliever off the board. I mean, good for Montero. He's 32 years old.
Another cool story.
Another cool story. Yeah. Let's see. Before the Astros,
Kind of been all over the place.
Yeah.
Had some success, regressed a little bit, had a really bad 2021, comes over to the Astros in that Kendall Graveman deal. And dude, I don't know, like the Astros tinker with him and fix him and, you know, kind of make him do what he does well, probably.
Good time right now
He'll
to
probably be lights out.
Talk about James Click, because who made this deal? The Astros currently don't have a GM, right? They haven't hired anyone. They let go of their GM, James Click, who made the
two assistant GMs.
Oh, now. Okay. Who made the trade for Montero. So, yeah, assistant GMs sometimes do way more than you think. I know how the Yankees used to do it, is that they would divide the teams up. And like when Cashman was not the GM, but before he became the GM, he had like 10 teams. If they were going to make a trade with him, it was Bob Lemon. He ran it and then reported back like before he made the moves, but did all the discussions. I think Cashman runs it that way now with his team, maybe, where the assistants kind of have like, you go talk to those teams, all the preliminary stuff. So maybe it was in the works, but, and then, World Series team manager gone, or GM gone. So he didn't sign Montero. He just traded for him.
Well, he traded for him, and I guess he didn't give him the money.
Although he could have been part of the conversations before the offseason of like, what's it going to look like? You would guess. I have no idea. Because rumors were that relationship soured way back at the trade deadline. So maybe he's been on the outs ever since.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's Click we're talking about now has had some good moments with the Astros. You know, this trade, he signs Ryan Stanek. He brought over Hector Neris. Like, he's done some good things, but I guess there was disagreement as far as like an Urquidy for Wilson Contreras deal. And then, you know, I talked about this yesterday on Baseball Today. When it all comes down to it, like, there's human interactions and feelings going on throughout these front offices. And, you know, like, my opinion, and again, I don't have any sources for this, but I feel like there was, you know, after that disagreement, there was some resentment. And if there's that there and it kind of builds, like, Jim Crane's a very hands-on owner. And if you're his GM and feels like he's got to battle you for everything, he's just going to fucking get rid of you. Yeah. And he did it in a way that's like, we didn't fire you. We actually offered you a 1-year deal.
Yeah, the 1-year deal is such a funny offer. They offered him a 1-year deal, like, to run it back. Like, you know, go win back-to-back. And it's like, I kind of want job security, and I think you're just doing that and then not going to let me do any moves because, you know, I'm gone. It's a save-face offer.
These guys own teams, and they're allowed to do with them what they want to do with them. And I feel like that's kind of what happened here.
The Contreras trade, or Kitty for Contreras trade, Dusty Baker had some quotes on that as well, where he said he didn't want to do it because Contreras is on a contract year and he wanted a catcher. He wasn't going to sit Maldonado, and he thought Contreras was going to want to play every day because he wants to earn the most he can going into free agency, and that he probably deserves that. And it wouldn't be a good fit. And Urquidy has been so good for them that Dusty Baker kind of nixed it. They went and got Vasquez, who's also on a contract year, but I guess he had been part of platoons, or they thought he would be more likely or just going to get less in free agency. This wouldn't hinder it. But that was interesting to know that Dusty was in that room. Maybe Click didn't like that.
Do you know where Click came from?
Where?
The Rays. Of course he did.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe he was the seat at the Rays.
Beavers, go work for the Rays for like 2 years, do some statistics stuff, find your way onto the bench, and then boom, manager, Beavers.
I bet I'd pull my hair out of my skull after the second meeting if I was part of the Rays chats of just math club.
I don't get it, dude.
I Like,
Maybe
it's
I wasn't
scary. I'll
privy
try.
to like these super secret conversations they had where the secret sauce was mixed in or whatever, but I don't get it, dude.
No.